Hey guys. So I realized Wogs as I am are on my other channel, so I kind of have to go back to it for a minute. So what's up, Hound? What's up, Steph? What's up, Brian? Hey, Tiff. Hey, Juju. Juju, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Jackie. Sorry I was late. Hey, Be True. Hey, Birdie. Hey, Susan. Hey, Extreme. Hey, Steph. Hey, Fancy Kitty. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, D. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Sharon. I am up and running. I still gotta wait for Wogs, though, since he's my co-host. Hey, Val. And I'm gonna have to. I'm live. I'm just smoking, but I'm gonna have to dip out of here for 1 second and go on my other channel. Unless someone can. You know what? Actually, you know what I can do? I can find him elsewhere. But if someone can get a hold of Wags for me, would be great. Because, like I said, my IMs are on the other one. There you are, Wags. Wags, I have to give you the number to call in. And I have to do that on my other one. So, Wags, don't go anywhere. You're going to get an IM from me in a second on YouTube on my other channel. You know what? I think I could do it on my... No, I can't even do it on my phone. Shit. How am I going to do that? Alright, I'm going to have to take my chances. Because I can't... I don't know if I could do it. Hang on. Let me check. Let me write it down first. I can't believe I don't even know this number yet by heart. Alright. We're gonna try this. Hang on. I should be able to do this with no hitch. I should. Alright. I believe I can do this. I can't do it. Fuck. Alright. Alright. How do I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Alright. I got it. Oh, you know what? Alright, you download it. Alright, Wags, go to the comment on your latest video. And there's a number there. You call into that number. Hey, there's a light up. All right. All right, so Wogs, did you hear that? No, you have the upload for Zoom. You have the Zoom, and then it'll ask you for the meeting number, and you put in that number. Ugh. Now I just messed this up. Well, since I messed it up, I might as well go for it. All right. 20 minutes? All right, I'll give you 20 minutes. What's up, Winky? Hey, Melissa. My eyes are bothering me already. I just went to see your head spin. You're not going to see my head spin. I promise you that. Hey, Mary. Thank you. Well, I figured Wogs is here. You know, I had to look good. Thanks, Jackie. My hands are greasy. I'm eating now. That's okay. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Betty Boop. Hey, Val. Hey, old blue eyes. You need some eye drops. I have eye drops right here. See, you know what sucks about this light, though? You can't see that I have, like, this silver glitter on my eyes. But with these lights, you can't really see it. I saw it on a show. I know, like, not Jeffree Star, but, like, one of these makeup chicks. I was like, that looks cool. So I bought it yesterday. Actually, I'm out in the sun. Good for you, Mary. You gonna do a blankie? Blankies are good. I got my Kool-Aid. Eye drops mess up the makeup. So does crying. Glitter makes my eyes burn and get watery. It's this stuff. It was from Sephora. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Tinky. Why you gotta be so rude? Can anyone see me? Yes, I can see you. I don't know how long you're gonna last, but I can see you. How it dragged me outside. That's a good thing, Mary. Hey, Karina. Hey, Tyne girl. Got your orange grape juice. That works. Thanks, Amanda. Your artificial tears with no preservatives. Stick them in the fridge, and then when they are cold, it feels so good on your eyes. I will try it. Hey, Ben. Tani, I can see you perfectly. I make thanks, Amanda. Hey, Ben. My hubby's making me popcorn. Sweet. Hey, Wicked Gaming. Thanks, Melissa. So you can see the silver? Drama at the neighbor's house. Oh, no. I look like Freddy Krueger? Hey, Mar. I hope you guys can't see me. I can see you, Val. Hey, Steph. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Maggie. I know, tonight should be a lot of fun. But it's not going to be as fun without you guys. Hey, Pat. Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm worried about hiding numbers, but I have to give you guys numbers too. He makes really good popcorn and good food for fright. Sweet. How are you doing real ghost stories? Well, I'm going to tell one. I don't know if Wogs has one, but I'm going to tell one. And then people are going to call in with their ghost stories. So if anyone has a real ghost story, you need to call in. Because that's what like the whole night is about. It's about everybody, not just me. I lived in a haunted house. There you go. See, Juju, you'd be a good call-in. Italian girl said the same thing. Italian girl said that she lives in a haunted house. Did your daughter do your makeup? No, I did my makeup. Her daughter's at her friend's house. It is sad that I'm adult and scared yet intrigued by spirits and ghosts. I have a bunch of ghost stories. Some better than others. And I don't know why I'm looking on the other screen when I'm reading it right here. I love ghost stories too. No boys with Sage. No. I warned her about that. See, now the chat on the screen is the same size as the chat. It's going at the same pace as this chat. You know, Gray has another channel called Paranormal. I should check it out sometime. I know, I did check it out once when he first opened it. And then he made a comment like he thought I was going to steal it or something. I was like, I'm not doing a fucking channel on Paranormal. What are you, crazy? Get scared. I'll scare myself. I'm going to scare myself looking at my own picture. And I got no one home but 2 dogs tonight. Do you think that ghost recorders really work? No, I don't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I can do one right on an app on my phone. Because that's all it is an app on your phone. My sister has a spirit. It's an old lady that says, hi, bye. Will not stop until you say hello. True story. She sounds nice, though. Just pushy. Hey, Susan. Mine is about paranormal ghost stories. This may not be good for me to listen to so close to bed. We'll protect you, Rose. That's why Wogs will be here to protect. That was awesome, Extreme. I watched that when it first came out. That was awesome. I'm actually looking forward to watching the new Black Mirror. And I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, Haunting of Hill House was awesome. It was really good. Hey, Rainbow Wrench. Rainbow Wrench in the house. Annabelle. That was with the doll. It was good, Wicked Gaming. The Entity is my favorite ghost movie. I don't know if I have a favorite ghost movie. You only need to be afraid of spirits if they are evil. That is true. That is a good point. They blocked me from telling you my ghost story? Who blocked you? My daughter saw that and said it was excellent. It was on that show with that female psychic. Mary, who blocked you? I don't do clowns. That's for sure. Let's get that one thing straight. I don't do clown stories. I don't do clowns at all. UIS, it was really good. Hey, John. Bye, Ben. My grandma would see my grandpa come in the side door and down the steps. Well, that's my first story. I do have a story about the afterlife. That's going to be my first one. I don't know, but it's timed out after putting it up. You weren't timed out here, Mary. I don't like clowns, especially ones around my neighborhood. Yeah, I don't do clowns. Clowns are not. Hey, mommy of three. Clowns are not something that I do. Hell no. So I'm just waiting for my co-host. Maybe Wogs has some interesting stories. He's great. He's going to be joining, giving the chats about pay. He can. I haven't spoken to him. I sent him a message on Twitter about Sarcasm's son, and I just haven't heard from him. Hey, Pearly Gates. Or under your bed. No, we definitely don't want anything under my bed. The dog hides under my bed. Oh, that's right. He's probably a crime con. Molly Jensen. I got a message from Sam. It's where she tells them that getcha. I can't remember any of them at the moment. Nobody's blocked anybody. So if anyone's saying they got blocked, they're lying. Hey, Pam. Hi, Dana. Yeah, Sarcasm's son. Yeah, Gray is a crime con. I might go next year. I just like if I'm gonna go, in my opinion, I'm gonna get like a booth. And I just couldn't afford it this year, but I was thinking about saving and then getting a booth next year. So this way, like, everyone that walks by sees the channel. I mean, yeah, you can network, like, otherwise, but I don't know. I just think it's better if you have a booth. There's sarcasm. There's no update, Tiffany. We still haven't had time to watch the latest season. Ugh. We can come with you. Absolutely. Now, I'm going to go next year. I don't know. It was one of those things I just didn't want to do it yet. See where my channel goes in a year. As Robert De Niro, Dakota Fanning. That would be a great idea for a booyah. For a booyah, what would? I don't have a dog. Oh. How long is it? It hasn't been 20 minutes yet, right? I wish that you did like me. I don't like anyone right now, Dana, so don't worry about it. I haven't seen Dakota Fanning in forever. My baby Belle is the best. See how quiet my house is? I was acting as if I was timed out. Can you see my story? Mary, I didn't see you post anything. But I'm looking through the whole chat. Nobody's been timed out. Nothing's been erased. Maggie, I just saw your post. That's awesome. So Maggie said that you probably don't remember, but hubby died 2 months ago tomorrow. He came last night, but he's not a ghost, but it was cool. We got to hear that story. My house is spooky quiet. Mary, was that you as Maggie? Or is Maggie and Mary two different people? So, Mary, you're Maggie, right? So Maggie's Maggie. Mary, I don't see anything. No, not you, Mary. Mary, quite contrary. Sorry, Maggie. It's just she said she posted it twice, and I see that you posted it twice. And I'm sorry I missed that. I wonder how big CrimeCon is. I don't think it's that big. No, I'm not Maggie. I got you, Mary. But Mary, I haven't seen you post anything. Oh no, Maggie, it's fine. That's crazy though. I am doing call-ins. I heard if you have a loved one in your dream that has passed, that is actually the spirit trying to connect with you. I somewhat believe that. How big do you have certain words or something blocked? To tell you the truth, this channel was set up so long ago, Mary, I don't know. But it's 200 words. But that's standard, 200 words. Just general announcement. I need a new screen name since I'm no longer a moderator. I'm open to suggestions. Whatever you want. Where is my Wogsie? He's probably doing his hair. You should post a number. I can't see it. I will, D. It's just I'm afraid because of the troll. That's why I haven't done it yet. Girl, mom. I believe that about loved ones because my mom comes to my dreams. My dad doesn't. He only came that first night. My daughter says that she had a dream about him. I knew I was sleeping. He just laid down next to me, didn't say anything, startled me, but I kissed him. Aww. Maggie, that's beautiful. Did you get my message with me? Yeah, why'd you then block me? I got your message and then you like blocked me. I was like, damn. She blocked me right after she gave me an email. My dad has never come to me in my dream. My grandmother has. While we wait for Wogs, I'm going to probably start with my first story. I'm going to give him like 10 more minutes. Brother was at my accident since. I've had dreams of loved ones that have passed on. Hopefully Curls and Pearls will call in. Are you going to call in, D? See, I had one that wasn't really a dream, though. I know it was legit real. I'm gonna go check it out now. That's so weird. Yeah, it shows that it's blocked. I even went to answer you to say thank you. It says you can't respond. I'm like, oh my God, you blocked me. Oh, I know who that is. I think. Hello? Hello? You better speak. I'm gonna boot you. Yo. You got... I don't think you turned your sound on. You gotta turn your sound on. There you are. What's up? Is your sound on? You have no sound. There you go.
Am I good?
You're good. Wogs in the house.
Fuck, I can't believe I did that.
You did it. Perfect. People been waiting.
Let me adjust my camera and shit here. What's going on?
What's going on?
I can barely hear you. How do I turn your volume up? Wait, say something.
Yo.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You look like a cop.
Huh?
You look like a cop.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's a huge glare on you, though.
Well, the sun will go down. Dude, here's the deal, man. Like, I'm like living with my brother sometimes, so we live out in the woods. I don't get cell reception out there, so I made a special drive for you to a wonderful fucking parking lot to hang out with you.
Aw, thanks, Wogs. Awesome.
To show my support and my love for Laura.
Aw, thank you. Everyone's saying I sound low. Let me see.
You sound a little low.
Let me see.
The glare will go away in a minute here. The sun's coming down, so just bear with me.
I don't know why I'm low. I shouldn't be. Let me bring my microphone closer. How's that? Is that better?
Yes.
All right. Wogs is too loud, they said. Wogs can never be too loud.
Am I? Okay, I'll lower it down here. How you doing, chat? Well, let me say a little something to the people that I know. Let's see, I know Tawanda. How you doing, Tawanda? And then we're gonna do. Let's see if I forget your name. I apologize. Let's see here. The Light Truth. I know her. Shit, who am I missing here?
I fixed the echo.
I don't know. I've drawn a blank, guys. Sorry. Anyways, hi.
Let me put out my smoke. All right, guys. I know there was an echo. I apologize. It's fixed now. No more echo. Yeah, I always forget to turn desktop audio off. All right. Where is Tawanda?
I don't know.
Is she in here?
She's hiding out. She's probably cooking dinner, dude. She'll be in a minute.
All right. So, Wogs, do you have any crazy ass ghost stories?
Dude, I was like thinking of some spirit, like some shit I've seen, and I really haven't seen anything. I don't have any good stories, man. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you protect me though, right?
I'm here for the protection. I look like a cop, right?
There you go.
Do I really look like a cop?
You do. I don't know why. You just do.
I did get my hair cut real short. Maybe that's it.
It's the glasses, the glare, the black shirt. You kind of look like a cop.
And with my pink lemonade.
There you go. Hey, it's better than alcohol.
I quit it, dude. It's been 16 days. I'm not drinking no more, man.
Good.
I gotta stay dry for months.
Good.
You know, I'm just tired of it.
Why?
Huh?
Why? I mean, not that it's a bad thing. That's a good thing.
It makes me feel like shit. Listen, I don't even drink that much. I mean, I guess I do. I drink probably a 12-pack a week. It's not a lot compared to my friends, okay? Just let me put it out there. My friends can can pound a fucking 18 rack a night. But I just feel like shit, man. You know, my body, you got to listen to my body. My body is just telling me, dude, it's making you fat and fucking you don't feel good for 3 or 4 days afterwards and you're just spending your money. So just chill out. So that's where I'm at.
All right. So let's get this party started. I'm going to tell first ghost story. You guys let me know who's up next. Actually, there's Tawanda. If Italian girl, I'm going to have you go next because you're the easiest to send the number to. And then while she's on, you guys figure out who's going to go next. So my first ghost story, I'm not sure if I told. I think I have actually. But I was away. I was in 8th grade and I was away at sleepaway camp for the summer. And I was not close with my dad. I'm sorry. I was not close with my grandfather. Tawanda has one now. I was not close with my grandfather or my grandmother because they were really mean to my dad. And I went away to camp. And I kept saying that I knew something was going to happen. And my whole life, I always felt like I was in touch with spirits and shit. And I remember I went to sleep that night and my grandfather came to me. And he said to me, I just want to say goodbye. And I said, Grandpa, where are you going? He's like, it's my time to go. And I said, Grandpa, you can't leave. Where you going? And he's like, it's my time to go. And I remember his face. And I remember like half his body. But I don't remember like it seeing like a ghost per se. But it was just like in this weird like mirage kind of thing. And all of a sudden, like I woke up and I was freaking out. And I was hysterical crying. And I called my parents and I was like, look, Grandpa died. And they were like, no, Grandpa's fine. Grandpa's fine. And all right, crazy mama. And you're not blocked on your other account. I unblocked you. And they said, no, Grandpa's fine. And that night, I'm sorry, when camp was over, I went home and my dad said to me, we need to tell you something. I said, what? And they said, your grandfather died that night, the day that you left. And I was like, so then my dream was not a dream. That shit was real. I mean, I didn't say that shit, but that was real. Like that's, wow, he really did come to me. So that's when I knew that ghosts were real. And that's probably the start of when I got like totally freaked out about having a ghost. And being able to see ghosts and being able to communicate with ghosts. And it lasted for many, many, many years. And when my dad died, I really thought he was going to come to me more, and he never has. And that surprises me. And I had this dream of this girl. And every night I used to astral project. I don't know if anybody knows anything about astral projection. I was not close to my grandfather at all. I was very close to my dad. But I used to astral project and not even know what I was doing. I just thought I was on like a lot of dope. And one day I had this dream. I was in my house and like this girl showed up at my door and she was with a monk. And with the monk, they were like putting like Jesus on my wall, and I was like, what the hell? And it like I had just bought plants the day before, and it was like these calla lily plants, and I asked the girl what her name was, and she said her name was Lily. And I looked at the plants the next day. I mean, it's a long story, but I looked at the plants the next day and they were calla lilies. And I just knew that was real. And ever since then, I have never astral projected. It was the strangest thing. My dad did come to me in a butterfly once. That he did do. And I knew it was him because a butterfly would not sit on a cigarette. What is astral projection? Astral projection is supposedly when your soul leaves your body. And you could leave forever or you can end up coming back. It's like an out of body experience. And every time I'd go to sleep, I would feel my body lift up and I would look at myself like looking down. It was very strange. Um, Hang on. I have to give Italian girl, I'm gonna give you the number. Hang on. I'm gonna put it in chat. Patreon chat.
Yeah, that's some trippy shit, man.
It was really true. I mean, it's a lot longer story.
Yeah.
Italian girl, I just put it in chat. And it was really weird because I don't believe in God at all. I just don't believe in religion. Not that I don't believe in God. I mean, I don't, but I definitely believe in afterlife and ghosts and stuff. And a lot of people don't. And like a lot of atheists shun me because they're like, there's no way that you can believe in ghosts but not believe in God. And I'm like, I just don't. But while I'm waiting for Italian girl, astral projection is when your soul physically leaves your body, and like some people that know how to use it say that you can travel outside, you can go to another dimension, you can travel the spiritual world. I never left my room, and I was always so scared, like petrified of it. I died during my C-section with my first son. I had a reverse epidural. Craziest thing that happened to me. That's intense. See, but like a lot of people talk about dying and death. I always think that people that say they die, they don't really die, but they're seeing the hospital lights, and that's what the white light is. Only did hid and little things started with the stream. Really? That would be interesting. But you know what, Puss in Boots? I really, really believe that I have somebody watching over me. I really mean that. I've always believed that I had a guardian angel.
She does, Puss in Boots.
Is that you? You my guardian angel?
Yes. Yes.
All
I've had
right.
fucked up dreams too. But I haven't like seen any ghosts. This parking lot is just fucking surrounded by all these little teenagers that graduated yesterday. Spinning their wheels out here, man. Sorry if you hear all the noise. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You were once down, hopefully.
You were once that teenager.
I was.
Hey, Italian girl. So Italian girl lives in a haunted house.
Well, yeah, you could say that. Okay.
So this kid get creepy.
Okay. So ever since I was little, my mother with 2 young kids, the way she would find houses was after somebody was murdered or somebody died or something. So the rent was half cheap, you know.
Okay.
So where I'm living now is a place that a man, he murdered his whole family, his wife and 2 children. In my room here, my bed is over where he shot his wife. She was still alive and she crawled down the hallway. Her fingerprints were all down my hallway.
Wow.
And her body rests where my bed is now. And every once in a while, the blood stain will come back. The blood stain's still there, but it will come, that the blood will come up. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah. And my husband will not sleep in here.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, it's time for you to move out, girl.
Yeah, we are looking. So I've been here for 16 years. So.
Wow.
You hear one of the children was an infant. You hear a baby cry every once in a while. And my husband hears things when he's up at night working, but he refuses to come in here. He says I'm crazy. So.
No shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in there either. Fucking leave you. I wouldn't go in that fucking room, man.
So do you feel something though?
Every once in a while, but you know, like, I don't know. It's not really.
You don't feel like no coldness or like fuck, I don't know. No one's like touching you, or chairs aren't moving around and shit.
No, every once in a while, I'll feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
And then you hear noises, and that's about it. Now my husband, he'll say he'll hear a baby crying. I don't hear it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just blocked or what, but I don't hear it. He does. He won't. It doesn't scare me anymore because, you know, that's what we grew up with, you know.
Well, 16 years, yeah. You just become like has your bed started bouncing up and down yet?
No.
No? All right.
But like, I don't know how you don't get freaked out. Like, I don't know. I guess some people are more in tune to ghosts than others. That's why, like, usually a lot of females will feel it, and the husband will be like, "You're fucking crazy. I'm not, you know, I feel nothing. You're crazy."
Oh, yeah.
So that could be like reversed in your house where your husband does feel it.
Oh, yeah. I can get him on here. And my husband's from Morocco, so he doesn't, like, believe in stuff like that. So when I told him, I was like, okay, you know, because I was here before he ever was, you know.
Yeah.
And when he came here, he's like, oh, yeah, whatever, you know. And I was like, okay. So now he's like, he's a believer.
So do you ever feel like, I don't know, like since I moved to Alabama, I really don't get the feeling like somebody's watching me. But in every other place I've lived, I do. And I always attribute it to like, I was like a serial killer in my last life, because I think of these things. Like if I'm walking towards the door, I think that somebody's going to come out from this end. Like I think of things most people don't think of. And some people have told me that is like spirits warning me. That is my spirit guide talking to me. Yeah. But I think it's I was a serial killer in my last life, so I know where to kill. Like, I know how to do it. So,
bingo.
You know, so I don't know. It's just freaky. Like, I definitely could not live where you live. Hell no. Hell no.
Laura kind of freaky, huh?
Like,
she's a little freaky over there, Laura.
That's crazy. I could not do it.
You know what scares me more are clowns. I won't fuck around with clowns either.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That's what we said earlier. Hell no.
But Italian girl, you need to like you should bring like who are those people that come over and they investigate your house? Like you should bring some. What are those people called, Laura? You know,
mediums.
Yes, bring them over. Right? Set cameras up. That would really freak your husband out, though, too. Maybe you don't want to do that.
Have you ever tried talking to them?
No, but you know, I think we talked about this a while back ago. My children's father committed suicide in March. Okay, and that was my ex-husband. And now that scares the shit out of me. He's crazy. And
yeah, but he did it in such a horrific way.
Oh yeah. And my girls were actually over there last weekend, and they were getting the stuff out of his house and stuff. And my one daughter asked me, "Hey, Mom, do you want the TV and this and this?" I said no, because I don't want anything that's like attached to that house or to him or any evilness bringing it in my house. No.
I don't blame you.
You know what I mean? Like I believe in that because he's just a restless soul. I mean, you have to be like. Did
they feel anything, or did they see anything?
Well, you know, my youngest daughter.
I know.
She was on her way there, and he had just shot himself in the head 5 minutes before she walked in the door. So his body was still warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone asked. People in chat just asked. they want to hear the story of the husband. He was an asshole, and he was a selfish prick, and he knew his daughter was on her way over and shot himself in the head.
Yeah.
5 minutes before she got there.
Yeah. This happened in March. The father of my 3 kids. I have twins as well. I have girls that are 26 and my youngest is 24. My older daughters are in college in New York. My youngest one lives here with her husband. She is actually a YouTuber as well. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. But anyways, my ex-husband was a bad man. He was horrible. He was very abusive, yada yada. I'm not going to get into the whole spiel, but anyway.
That's tragic, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So I mean, I left him so my girls would not grow up around that, thinking that that's the way a man should treat a woman. So, and thank God that's not happening. But anyway, the selfish asshole that he is, he sent a text to all my daughters, said that he loved them and goodbye. And I guess my youngest daughter, she wasn't that far away, and she's like, you know, what are you talking about? What are you doing? And she called and called and called. He knew she was on her way over, and he cut off his phone. He wrote out a letter telling in detail what he wanted all of them to do with his belongings. He took off his jewelry and all that stuff and spread it out on the bed. And when she was pulling up, because it's a long driveway, when she was pulling up, he went into the bathroom, and that's when he shot himself in the head. He closed the door and shot himself in the head. And then she walked up and she found him.
Isn't that horrible? She told me. I got chills. Yeah. I still have chills.
And not only that, this is the sick and twisted shit, okay? Even in death, and my therapist is telling me this, right? Because I'm like, I just don't understand, you know what I mean? And she said, some people that commit suicide, it's like a big fuck you.
Yeah, it is.
Even in passing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I never thought of it that way. And in his note, he said that he wanted my daughter's husband to clean up his brain matter and stuff on the floor. So, because he felt that that's the least that he could do since he gave her away at the wedding.
Wow.
Good guy, huh?
That's intense. So tell me the sounds behind Wogs aren't freaky. Like, they're freaky. Like, you can hear it. It's very weird. Like, some of the sounds behind him are strange.
Over here?
Yeah. 'Cause she's quiet by her and it's quiet by me, so it's coming from you. Yes.
I know. I'm sorry. There's some strange shit going on over here.
It was March of 2019, but she's remarried. Like, she hasn't been with him for a very long time.
No, very long time. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's horrible for her daughters, but, like,
yeah.
she's okay. Like, she's remarried. She's been remarried for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm concerned Wogs is
stalking
teenagers.
For the daughters. That's trauma, dude. That's dramatic. That's just, I couldn't imagine the one girl walking in there right before it happened. Your one daughter. I mean, ugh.
And the thing about it is he's now looked to as being the hero.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and I'm not like, I can't, it's so hard to describe. It's, I'm not like going, oh, you shouldn't feel this way or whatever. It's just my feeling like, oh, this douchebag did all this shit. Then he kills himself. He does this to our kids. and our daughter, you know. And then now all of a sudden he's a fucking hero.
But
I'm sorry.
she's okay though, right? Like she's
okay.
okay.
She's gone through it, but she's all right. She explains it in her last video actually about her father's death.
Oh,
yeah.
really? I'll have to
Yeah.
watch it. So what's
Yeah,
her channel? Give put the channel in the link in the
chat.
yeah, in the chat, and then one of the mods will pick it up.
Okay. Yeah.
So what, was he just on his wit's end, or did he have a terminal illness, or he just snapped, or what happened there, Italian girl?
I really don't know. I guess that's the unanswered questions. He did not give a reason. He just in his note he had details of what he wanted. He wanted the girls to clean out the house. He had a boat. He wanted them to split the money on the boat. He gave details on the way he didn't want to be buried. He wanted to be cremated. He, you know, stuff like that, but he never said why.
Was he married?
No.
No girlfriend?
Yeah, but I think they were broken up before then. Yeah. They're broke up. But is there really ever a good reason for it?
No, there's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know.
There's definitely not.
And not like that. But the thing is it's even through all the shit that he put me through and put my daughters through, I never want to see anybody get to be that way.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying?
I do.
The point that they feel that they have to do that.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I will.
Do you have any of your daughters living with you right now?
No. She's with her. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah. It's difficult. And for a while there, she didn't say anything, not much of anything, and she said, "Just give me time, And I said, you know, I'm here, you know. And finally, she opened up about it, you know, everything that happened, because I was clueless to what happened in detail, of course, but
wow,
crazy. Yeah.
So your daughter has a YouTube channel. She's been talking about this.
She talked briefly about it. She does makeup. She's a makeup artist. So,
she should hook up with Sage.
Yeah, she's not like a huge YouTuber. She wants to be, but you know, that's her dream, to be a big YouTuber. But yeah, she does makeup. She's really fucking good at it, though. She's really good at it.
Oh,
I'm horrible at it. But.
She should do a collab with Sage. They would have a blast.
Oh my God, she's so good at it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have some type of connection with it? Like, do you feel his presence at all? Like,
I don't feel him.
Do you dream? Do you have nightmare, or do you don't feel him at all?
Okay, all right. The night of, I'll be honest. The night of, I was called onto a shift. I worked all night. The night that it happened, she had texted me and said, "I'm not okay." And I'm like, "What?" You know, and the girls are texting me. I'm like, "What is happening?" And they said, "Dad is dead." And I'm like, "What the?" You know, I had no idea. I thought, okay, you know, from the asshole that he is, maybe a murder-suicide, but not a suicide. You know what I mean? But that night when I was on shift, an alarm went off, and that never ever goes off, ever.
Wow.
And I just felt like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? And I felt uneasy the whole night. The whole next day, I just felt creeped out, just really creeped out, just the pit of my stomach, because he was an evil, evil man. Now not my husband, but my daughters, I never talked ill about him, you know. They knew what he did to me and those things, but I never was one to talk ill about their father. They had a relationship. They were allowed to have a relationship with their father, so forth and so on. So I get it. They love their father, and now he's gone. And I my father's still alive. I can't, my mom's still alive. I don't know what it's like to lose a parent. So, she's still in the grieving process, and she talks about her father and opens up about him passing away, but I don't think she goes into great detail about what happened, though. Yeah.
Wow. She has 27-year-old Ozzy. 27, right?
26, and the youngest is 24.
Ozzy said she don't look old enough to have a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
So
She actually doesn't.
So, Wogs, you like The Shrink?
Huh?
You like The Shrink?
Oh, the doc.
The
Call me a
doctor.
The doctor.
Dr. Wogs?
The doc.
I'll play doctor with you.
I'll play doctor with you, girl. You know that. Shoot.
Oh my God.
I just gotta get a pad first, Laura. I gotta get a pad, baby.
I know. But then you're gonna have the room for the other women.
I know, dude. Like, there's not a lot of room in this Jeep. It's real tight up in here. It's no fucking fun.
That's all right. Once I come out there, all the other women will disappear. See
Yeah,
ya.
they will. But I'll get my spot. Man. It'll all be good here soon. But Italian girl, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's very tragic. I know it happened years ago. But very tragic for your little girl, too, having to bear witness to that. Very sad. That's something, I know they love their dad, right? But that's something they'll carry on the rest of their life. It's just terrible. It's horrific.
I know.
I couldn't fucking imagine that.
I
oh, my
can't either.
gosh.
This just happened this March.
Oh, this was this fucking March?
This was this March.
Yeah, this March.
Oh, fuck. This is recent. I wasn't following. Sorry. So it's this March.
At the garage sale last weekend about his belongings, and they were like, Mom, he has a TV, a flat screen TV, and this and that. You want that? And I was like, hell no, I don't want that shit. Like, I'm not.
I hear you.
Like,
you don't know.
No, like shit. Like you always hear of like evil entities and stuff. They attach it. He would attach himself to a fucking TV and enter my house. No. The fuck out of here with that. No. No, he is not. No.
I believe that. I know a lot of people that won't buy from secondhand stores because of that reason. Because they feel like, how do you know if an entity didn't attach itself to something, and then they bring it to, like Goodwill or whatever, and then you buy it from Goodwill, and you could be bringing all this bad, like D-Nap said, you bringing all this bad juju in your house,
Exactly.
You never know. So who else has a ghost story that they want to call in?
I wish I had one. I'm sorry, I don't.
So I'm going to tell another one, but you guys decide who's calling in next. If you're a Patreon, the link is right in chat. So this is the one that started this whole night to begin with. There's this place called Mary's Grave that's in Head of the Harbor. It's like it's on Long Island. It's like in between Smithtown and Comac, and it used to be all woods. All right. Why can't I shut this down? All right. And it used to be like all woods and stuff. And I used to be petrified. And we all used to go down there. And I know I'm going to cover this story next week. But there was this killing by this Ricky Casso. And there was like a big satanic killing. And The Haunted did a show on it where they were in this house in the middle of the woods. And turns out that the house was the satanic like thing. And the satanic, like they had the star on the floor and everything, and they had killed somebody. And there were so many evil spirits attached to this house. They ended up getting rid of them after a while, but there were so many evil spirits attached that like one of the girls almost died just from like living in the house. Like people would like, go after them. So make a long story short, there's this Mary's grave that you had to find, and it was like literally in the middle of the fucking woods. And we used to drive down there because we wanted to see if all the stories about Mary's grave was real. And it's one of those things like you didn't know if it was a fable or you didn't know if it really was real. And one day we were like 17 and we go out there, and I don't know if I was stoned. I don't know what made me so scared this one particular night, but I was petrified. And it was me and like 6 of my friends. And my best friend Scott was like, "Come on, Laura, get out of the car, get out of the car." I'm like, "Fuck no." And they left me in the car. So then I go running out. I'm like, "Fuck, you guys can't leave me in the car. What's worse?" And I remember walking, like, we didn't walk too far because those badasses end up getting scared too. And you just hear these things. And like, it's pitch black. We have flashlights. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see a tombstone. And we were like, "Holy fuck, that's it, we found it." And we still never went close enough to see if it was even hers. But the eerie feeling, like we couldn't get to the car fast enough. But the eeriest feeling was just feeling like somebody's behind you, somebody's watching you. I think one of the guys tripped, like didn't fall, but tripped. And we were so freaking out, we could not get in the car fast enough. And I remember like looking behind me. We were sitting in the car and we were driving away, and I remember looking behind me and I could swear I saw a pentagram. And I just bolted into, I got goosebumps now, and I just bolted into Scott's arms. I was like, "Oh my God, we're going to die. We're going to fucking die. We're never getting out of here." And we ended up getting out, obviously safe and sound, but I will never ever forget the feeling of like turning around and seeing that pentagram. And I don't know if I was hallucinating. I don't know if it was drug induced. I don't know if it was real. But I just remember seeing this red, like outlined pentagram as soon as I turned around. And I don't think I ever forgot that image. And I never saw a ghost. But, everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't see it. It was a reflection. It was the car light." It was, people make excuses. But it was the freakiest thing. And it was, you would have hit under the car. Believe me, I was close. My ghost story doesn't count because I was tripping at the time. That's okay. But yeah, it was like this red, like it wasn't fire or anything, but it was just like this red outline. Like I didn't really see it for long because I was so freaked out. I just kind of turned around real fast. But I do remember seeing it, and it was the most fucked up feeling. And every time we went down there, like we wouldn't get out of the cars because I was always scared, but not that scared. But we wouldn't get out of the cars. We'd just kind of go down there and see what was going on. And, then we would leave like laughing. But I remember feeling like every time we got close to going down there, like something was happening. Like somebody was watching me. Somebody just gave me the real creeps. And, everyone's like, "Well, it's because it's the, middle of the night and it's fucking, you're in the middle of the woods." That would give somebody the creeps.
Yeah.
But it was more than that. Like,
you don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
It was more than that because I would go down there during the day.
You're not looking for human flesh. You're looking like for somebody to come out of the fucking grave or get slimed.
Like Jason.
It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you can grab somebody and choke them out or hit. It's scary shit. I felt like that too, but I would not go to that fucking graveyard, though, I'll tell you that.
I'm telling you, it was
Or I wouldn't go to that gravesite.
But, even during the day, because we used to go to a private beach in there, and even during the day, you drive through there, and I would get that same creepy ass feeling. That same, goosebumps on the back of my neck, and I'm like, something's going to happen. I just know it. And thankfully, nothing ever happened. But it was always that song. Every time I passed over the gate, it was like somebody was watching me. Like I always felt like everywhere I went, somebody was watching. Don't know who. Thank God nothing ever happened, but somebody was watching. It was the weirdest thing. So who's calling in next?
You should go back to that place.
Oh, fuck.
Bring
no.
Tawanda with you and push Tawanda into that.
You used to go camping where Jason was filmed? Oh, hell no.
No.
Hell no. Never.
That would be fun. That would be fun, Laura.
No. I'm not that crazy. Tawanda, you have a
What
ghost
was the name
story?
of that lake?
Camp. What was the name of it? Camp something. Camp, Can you shoot a ghost? No, you can't shoot a ghost. Tawanda, you have to come
That's
up here.
why it's scary.
What's scary is my house is quiet.
You could
That's scary.
arm yourself with a fucking rocket launcher,
Laura,
okay, and then you're gonna do shit.
Laura's right. Crystal Lake. That's what it was.
Crystal Lake.
Crystal
yeah.
Lake.
Crystal Lake, there it was.
Yeah, hell no. I could never see anything hiding under my covers my whole childhood. But yeah, why would you want to shoot a ghost?
Yeah, can't do shit. You're screwed, man.
You are screwed.
You can't outrun him, Laura. You can't outrun him, right?
Nope.
You can't shoot him. You can't
Nope.
outrun him. You can't beat him up. You can't take him down. That's why it's scary. That's why I'm fucking scared of ghosts and clowns.
So would you come with me down to Mary's grave, Wogs?
Oh fuck yeah! I would. With you, yeah.
Wogs be like, hell no. I
Well,
don't
let's still
think.
bring Tawanda, and we push Tawanda into that gravestone.
Tawanda, you have to call in. Do you know what she does for a living? I'm surprised she's not
I
haunted.
have no fucking clue.
She's a
I
butcher.
have no clue.
She's a butcher. She slaughters.
No shit.
Yeah, she slaughters animals. She probably has dreams of like cows and pigs.
She's probably sharpening up her cleavers right now.
I know. You don't need to be afraid. You need to know how to get rid of spirits. That's why I named my daughter Sage. We have a haunted. All right, Stacy, you gonna call in? Stace, I don't think I've changed the numbers from when you have it.
I'll tell you what. Italian girl, she's got some stories up in there, man. 16
yeah.
years worth of stories.
I agree.
Yeah. Nobody likes this place.
Can you blame them?
Well, yeah.
I'm telling you though, my house that I lived in that I knew was haunted and had a ghost, it was a friendly ghost. I wish Phoenix was here. I'd have him tell the story. Like, it was the freakiest thing. And Phoenix will tell you to this day that he saw a ghost. And like Sage remembers it. They were like 2 or 3. And it was crazy. Stacy,
Yeah.
see if it's the same number. It should be. If it's not, I'll give you the new one, but I'm pretty sure it's the same number.
I'd shit my pants if I saw a ghost.
I would too.
Yes.
I
I'm
would
not
too.
lying. I'm serious. It was scary.
Yeah.
The shit out of me.
I agree. Not all spirits are bad. No, it's not that they're bad, but when your 2-year-old comes in, and this is after like a lot of freaky things happen in the house, but when your 2-year-old comes in freaking out, Mom, I just saw a ghost. Excuse me? You saw what? I saw a ghost, Mom. What do you mean you saw a ghost? How'd you see a ghost? Well, what'd you say? What'd he say? What'd you say? He said hello. What do you mean he said hello? He said hello. I said, and what'd you say? I said hello back. Okay, Phoenix. Mom, he really did. Mom, he really did. Okay. But he still tells the story like he remembers it. And, what I didn't get into last night when I was telling the story, because I was saving it for tonight. The thing is that right before we were moving out, this was right as we were moving out, right before we were moving out, we kept getting packages delivered. And I was like, I don't know this name. And they were like, car delivery parts. And all of a sudden, the guy came to the door. And I said, hi, can I help you? And he said, are you getting car delivery parts for me? I said, as a matter of fact, I am. They keep trying to come here and drop them off. Who are you? He said, I used to live here. I said, all right, I have a crazy question for you. I mean, he was young, but I was like, I have a really crazy question for you. He's like, what? I said, did you ever see a ghost here? Because my son says he saw a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
It was the ghost. Now I got goosebumps again. Was he young or old? I said, he didn't really say. He just said it was like a skeleton. So it turns out that his son died in the room that we were all freaked out over. And like we painted it when it became my son's room, but we painted it because I was like, Brad, I don't like this room. This room is creepy. But we never knew why the room was creepy. And I wish you guys see my goosebumps. I never knew why the room was so creepy, but it was just creepy. And I figured like it was the blue that was in there, so we made it like a mint green. And he told me that his son died of SIDS in that room. And I said, that would explain it. I said, but my son kind of made it sound like it was an older man, not a baby. But yeah, the son died at like 6 months old. And, Dayton was probably about 6 months at the time. And I was like, you know what? Thank God we're moving. I was like, what if, the ghost killed the baby? Like, it was the freakiest thing. And they moved right after the baby died. So it's just freaky.
That's freaky shit right there.
But, it was just so weird that they came to the house that night. The packages kept coming to the house. It was very weird. I still got goosebumps. But the ghost was a friendly ghost. Like, no bad ever came to us. No harm ever came to us. Nothing. Good things happen. I got pregnant when Brad was told he can never have kids again. My sister-in-law was never supposed to have kids again. And she ended up pregnant with twins. So, it was a good thing. All right, Stace, hang on.
We got somebody else coming up?
Yeah.
My daughter says that every time she goes over to the house, now it's empty, but every time they would go over to the house, and plan the funeral and all that stuff, because I wouldn't go over there. I wouldn't step foot on the property. That the bathroom light, they would shut it off, and it would come back on at night.
That's our hall light. Our hall light did that.
Fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Stacy, hang on 1 second. Our hall light used to go on and off, and it was loud. And I was like, yo, this is fucking weird.
Yeah. Remind me not to go to your guys' house.
And they want me to have the TV that he was watching beforehand? No. No.
Did they keep anything?
Yes. I'm not. Mm-mm.
Oh, they did.
He already tortured me in life. He's not torturing me in death.
I hear you.
Oh my God.
I definitely hear that. And it's the breaker in the house. No, I'm telling you, it was weird. I remember one time it was me and the kids, and it was like a tornado coming or something, and I was giving them a bath, and all of a sudden the whole house went black. The kids were freaking out, and me, chicken shit, has to go in the basement of this completely black house with 3 naked kids. And I like put them in a towel. I'm like, guys, stay right here. No, mommy, no, mommy. I said, please stay right here, guys. And big badass me is grab my cell phone because Brad was traveling, and I was like, you better stay on the fucking phone with me. He's like, stop being such a wuss. As I'm not being a wuss. I got 3 naked kids upstairs. So all of a sudden I hear these things coming down the steps, and I was in a 3-level, and I go down the steps and I hear the kids. I'm like, guys, and they say nothing. I said, guys, you're not going to get in trouble. I need to know it's you. And they were like, yes, it's us, Mom. I said, thank God. Some ghosts following me and shit. Stacy, what's up? Can you hear me?
What's up, Stacy? What's
Stacy's
going on,
volume's
girl?
not on yet. Stacy, you lightened your hair.
Keep tricking us, Stacy.
Her volume's not on yet.
What was that?
Crazy kids out here. One day, soon, I'll have my spot, Laura. You won't have to hear this shit anymore.
Aww.
This is why I don't come on all the time. You know, I want to put everybody through this bullshit.
It's okay. All right, there you go, Stace. I think you got sound now.
Ian?
Yeah. You lightened your
Okay.
hair.
Huh?
You lightened your hair.
Oh. Well, guess what? I forgot to turn the camera off. Oops.
That's okay.
Bella. Sorry, that is my Pomeranian that has decided to play Cujo. Sorry.
I have one of those. I get it.
She's half crazy at times.
Hey, wait, how do I turn the camera off if I want to?
You just hit the. I could turn it off if you want it off.
No, I don't. I want it on. I just want to know when I can.
I don't know how to do it on a cell phone, but if you do want it on, just tell me. I can mute it. I can turn your camera off.
Audio, video.
It's video.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go.
There I am.
There you go.
Oh, then I feel
Okay, good.
All right.
Stace, you want yours off?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
Am I on? If
You're
I
on.
come out of Zoom and go into YouTube, can I see the chat? Or will I disconnect?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. You could try it.
I can't see the chat at all. Me neither.
You could see it on the screen, can't you?
No, not in Zoom. Oh,
I'm sorry.
hold on. Let me.
How many people
Go
we
back
have in here?
into
We got Spacey and Italian girl still?
YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. I didn't know if it would kill my Zoom if I went into the chat.
No, I can see it. So tell us about your ghost
shit.
story.
Let me see if I can get into the chat.
Okay. Mine. Okay. Hold on. My phone's gone crazy.
I still hear you guys.
Did I kill my picture too?
Nope.
Or
I
the
can still
camera?
see you.
Oh. Okay, I'll try to not do anything ugly then. Well, you know. Let's see. My ghost story. Like I said, it's more paranormal / ghost, I guess.
Okay.
When I was 15, I had a dream that my grandfather, my papa, died. Very vivid dream, which I cannot explain because I will cry. The next morning, I mean, I knew I would never see him again. And he died later that day.
But then my my stepdad, his mother, I can actually talk about this one without crying, I think. I dreamed that she had died, and it was very vivid. The next morning, I told my husband, at the time, my now ex, told him in detail about the funeral home, where the casket was, the flowers, everything. And later that day, she died. And when we went to the funeral home, I wouldn't go in where she was at, just for fear. And
Wogs, stop with the
it
bell.
wasn't until, huh?
No, Wogs has a bell going.
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah, loud.
Fuck. Let me see if I can turn this fucker off. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. But it wasn't until the family final viewing that I went in there. Of course, went in my head down so as not to see anything. And my daughter was small at the time, so I was holding her. And during the final prayer, she started moving around, so I had no choice but to open my eyes and deal with her. And it was at that time, because my husband had already told me, you don't want to go in there. And when I opened my eyes, the flowers, the casket placement, everything was exactly as my dream.
Wow.
Even down to her mint green suit. The only difference was she did not have her glasses on. And it wasn't until a while later that I finally told my mom about it. And she had this strange look on her face, and then I knew why, because she told me that prior to that final prayer, it's when they took her glasses off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's creepy.
Ghost
Crazy.
wise, my last house, there was a ghost. I mean, it was just usual noises and that kind of thing. Doors, nothing really alarming. But it was after my divorce, and it was really tough time. And the one person that I wanted to talk to the most was my grandfather. And I woke up during the night, and there was this orange glow coming from my kitchen. I went in there, and it was just like a light. It wasn't scary whatsoever, because I knew who it was.
Wow.
And he told me everything was going to be okay. And it was. So, yeah.
That's good to know.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
And I made it through saying that without crying. So,
What?
huh?
That's a good thing.
But,
It's not a bad thing.
yeah. Hey, there's been enough tears on your channel the past few days.
I know,
so,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe me,
was
I
trying to
know.
not cry.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The whole afterlife is just crazy. And I remember seeing my dad die, and I remember looking at my mom saying, "Mom, it was so weird. Like, you look at his body and it's just empty. Like, he didn't even look like him anymore. He looked empty." And my mom's like, "Thought you didn't believe in religion." I said, "I don't, but I believe in souls." I was like, "I believe that, something turns into a ghost." And you just see that from life to death. Like they're empty inside. And it's just weird. First time I ever really saw a dead body.
Well, I haven't done hospice for a long time. I mean, they say that you can tell when the soul leaves the body.
Mhm.
It's true.
Yeah. I worked in hospice for many years, and I'll never forget the death rattle for sure.
Oh, my
That's a
grandmother
sound
had
you'll
that.
never forget.
My grandmother had that. And my mom always talked about the death rattle. And I was young though. I was only like, I don't know. What was I? 17, 18 when she died? Maybe a little older. And she always talked about that. My mom always talked about the death rattle she had.
Right.
It's
Well,
crazy.
and that's why, the conversation the other day, I mean, like I said, there are worse things than death. So it is true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anytime you want to get scared, I mean, we do have a haunted hospital up this direction, so.
And what happens?
Come on up, Laura.
No thanks. No, that's right. You're in Bama. You're not far.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hell, I worked at that hospital for many, many years.
Did you?
And yeah.
Anything happen?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like?
The third floor, it was the surgery unit. They transformed it into like alcohol and drug, but it was a surgery unit. And one of the older doctors, like many years back, he haunted that place, which, I mean, he never did anything out of the way, but yeah, it was always entertaining to work at night and be up on the third floor. We'll put it that way.
So you would really like see stuff?
Oh, I mean, he would move stuff, doors, and you could feel him actually. I mean, it's crazy, but it's true.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Damn. See, I want to see a ghost. I do. I really do. I would love to see one in person just to know that it's real and not just feel it. Hey, Hockey Mom, and not just feel it, but just to like see it. Like my mom saw one many, many years ago. And I don't know. I just thought it would like, our priest came to the house and prayed over his body. Hey, Ash. I always said when my dad was dying, I kept telling him, Dad, you're going to haunt Brad, right? You're going to haunt Brad. You're going to go like tickle his feet, like just bother him. And he never did. And that's kind of when I was like, do I even really believe in ghosts? Like if anyone was going to go after Brad, it was going to be my dad.
Who's Brad?
My ex-husband and one of my kids' dads. And I was like, after everything he put me through, my dad's going to go after him. And when he was dying, I kept saying, Dad, go get him. Go get him. And I guess Brad lives his own hell, but still. Believe demons disguise themselves. Yeah, does anyone have any demonic stories? Like, we're telling stories of, like, nice ghosts. Anyone have any, like, demonic stories? And Winky, I thought you were calling in.
Yeah, come on, Winky.
Demonic is the creepy shit.
Yeah, demonic is like the really creepy shit.
That's my ex-husband's shit.
Yeah. Break out the Ouija board.
Yeah.
I
got a whole bunch of stuff in this house. Stuff that was still here. I have.
We used to have a Ouija board.
So who's the guest? We have Italian girl, we have Wogs, who's hiding, and then we have Stacy. There he is.
Did not mean to be on camera.
He's
sitting
muted,
here in
though.
my Bama bedroom, so oops.
I'm just trying to figure this shit out on here. Am I still
alright.
muted?
I can tell you some in chat.
we can
I don't
hear
know
you.
firsthand. I don't
All
want
right,
to call.
good. Bunch of turds running around here. All right, I'm good. All right. So when I hear like motorcycles and shit, I'm just gonna hit mute.
Okay.
But good, I'm good right now, right?
You're good.
All right, get Winky's ass up here. Winky, get up here right now.
Come on, Winky. Alright, I sent pictures to your email. Alright.
Curious to know where the suicidal, maybe it's like a case-to-case basis, I don't know. Like are they stuck, or is it just, just, I don't know. I've always wondered that.
I think you're just like a battery. When you die, you're dead.
Oh, shit.
That's what my dad says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But you
What?
can't
Hang on. You guys got to see this.
But there is some paranormal shit.
Hang on. You guys got to see this. This is fucked up.
Go
This
live in,
is going to give you
Italian
creeps.
girl's house. You'll see some shit.
No, this is going to give you fucked up creeps. Hold on. I have to add the source here. Hold on.
I'll take pictures when the bloodstains come back up.
Yeah, I want to see him.
do.
Her handprints and stuff are down the hallway.
Here we go.
And the other room is the one, the baby room.
Yeah, I want to hear the baby. I want to hear some crying. I want to hear some audio too.
Shit. It's not working. Hang on. I know it went black for a minute.
Whatever you got, Italian girl, just throw it on out here. You got the good. You got the good stuff.
Alright, I don't know why it's not allowing me to add this my third monitor, but I'm gonna do it this way. Check this out. Hold on.
Damn, Tawanda's a butcher, huh?
I know, right?
Crazy. Don't fuck with Tawanda.
Right.
Yo, I hope you guys can see this. Hold on.
There was one night my husband, because he'll work at night on the computer, and behind our TV is like another one of these big giant kind of iron things that I hang on the wall, and it was just shaking, going pound, 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 pound up against the wall. And he woke me up and he was like, "The thing is moving, it won't stop." And there's no wind blowing, no nothing. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And so I go in there and it's still moving. And I was like, "Stop, cut the shit out, because you're scaring the shit out of him." And it stopped. He could tell that story. I'll put his ass on here.
You guys see this picture?
No. I can't see anything unless I
That's
leave.
a big negatory.
You guys got to see this picture. That is a face. Here are the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And then it just swarms in. But you can clearly see a face. There's the eye socket. Another eye socket. the mouth, the nose. I mean, that's pretty clear.
Yeah, you're just gonna scare yourself tonight, Laura. You're
No,
not
you
gonna get
have
any
to
fucking
see
sleep.
this.
You're not gonna sleep now.
Wogs, you have to see this.
Where's
I
it
can't see it. I can't see the shit.
Ah. Open up a new window on your phone.
Oh shit! No, if I do that, something will fuck up. I guarantee it. So I can't. Can't you send it to me later?
I can.
Send it to me later. Yeah.
She has a couple of others on here.
I like to see creepy shit.
So how is it I turn my camera off for a second?
You just tap it right below your phone next to those 3 little dots, and then everything will pull up.
Oh. There we go. Hide my video.
Am I still there?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay.
And this one, hold on. This one you can, let me get her up here so she can like explain them. Hold on. All right. Winky, I just sent it. Yeah, this is freaky as hell.
Yeah, you're not going to sleep tonight.
Hell yeah, I am.
She's gonna send you more and more fucking creepy pictures, dude.
No, but these are like clear as day.
I wish I could see him. I can't fucking see him now.
I know. Wow, that's fucked up.
That's all fucked up. You know it is too.
You have to come to Alabama.
God damn, these are fucked up.
Hey, Winky.
Are the pictures in Alabama?
No, they're where
Oh,
Winky
okay.
is.
Oh, okay.
Look, Stacy, you in a dark house right now?
Actually, I turned the camera off so I could come outside and smoke.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Because your place looks like it's fucking haunted right now.
Well,
Damn.
it probably is, but right now I'm outside, so I took the camera off. So.
Yeah. I see a face in that window.
Uh-oh.
Rep, second block up. Don't look. Don't fucking look. Don't do it.
You're awful.
Hi
You know,
guys.
I had to look.
Is that Winky?
Yes,
There's
it is.
Winky.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Winky.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yep, perfectly.
Okay. So, the first set of photos that I sent to you, that was from when I lived back east in Monroe, New York.
Okay.
Monroe, New York was in upstate New York, past the Woodbury Commons, almost in Highland Mills. And General Monroe had actually had some sort of battle there. And anyway, long story short, the first set of photos that I sent you was a little girl dressed in prairie clothes in my daughter's old room. For 3 consecutive nights, she was waking up at exactly 3:15 on the dot. And that's when I knew that something was kind of strange. And I decided to put my phone on night vision and start snapping photos.
Okay.
And next thing you know, because she was rustling around in bed, I don't know if you could see the hamster wheel that's next to the girl that's standing there with the prairie clothes. She kind of looks like she's holding a leather satchel book in her arm, and she's got the little bonnet around her head. Anyway, so I got really freaked out when I saw that. I started to walk backwards, and I felt this ominous presence towards my left. And I knew that whatever was there, I really didn't want to see. So I took a couple of pictures really quick, and I kind of like ran into my room, shut the door, and didn't even bother to look at the photos till the very next day. And that's where that floating head of that man appeared. You can clearly make his eyes, his lips, his nose.
I agree.
Sideburns. It was really freaky, but there was a lot of things that used to go on in the house. Like there were pulsating orbs that would go from the top of, I had a shaker cabinet. So at the very top, they used to come out of there and go around the bend down into my basement. And I used to have 2 pit bulls that refused to go down into the basement, including my mother, because that's where I had my laundry room, to join me on any occasion. So it turns out later that I found out that that whole territory that we were in was very haunted, because I had actually spoke to an off-duty detective who moved from a couple of houses down, and he had explained to me that that whole area was very much haunted because General Monroe had his men in battle on that, on that territory. And that's why these things were going on. But I did not feel comfortable sleeping there. We had like guitars going off at night, my daughter's dolls that didn't have any batteries in them. My mother was touched. I heard a girl's voice. I had all of this on audio because I was collecting it for the New Jersey Paranormal Society.
Okay.
My ex-husband wanted nothing to do with it. But
can you blame him?
Yeah, it was very, very frightening, to be honest with you. I was so glad when I left that house because I sensed some peace. Every time I went into that house, as soon as I opened the door, I felt like this heaviness in my chest, like I almost couldn't breathe. There was always like problems and pestilence there. And so those are the only photos that I have left. I had a whole camera filled with these orbs coming out of the walls down into the basement and stuff. And my daughter decided that she wanted to do some photography, took my SD card and deleted it. So those were the only photos that I was able to recover.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my ghost story. But I've had many over the past year for some reason. I had a medium tell me that I was an asensitive person, someone that attracts these sorts of things for some reason or another. I don't know why, but it seems to happen in just about every place that I've been, with the exception of here, thank goodness. But yeah, that's my little ghost story. So did you see his face? You can make out the sockets and the eyes and all that stuff.
Oh, you definitely can. And I just made a slideshow for everyone to see.
Okay.
And I mean, this is some crazy shit.
Yeah. And then one day I was sleeping and I had a vision in my dream with that guy. And I remember that same guy that was in that picture, he had a leather strap that he was kind of like whipping to the side and putting his fist up against, like punching his hand with his fist. And I saw a vision of that same little girl with an old woman hiding in the corner of, it's not that house or whatever house sat on that property before, and crying. The old lady was covering the girl. And I was like, oh my God, like this guy ruled like with an iron fist. And this is probably like residual energy that's left over in the household. And that's why it's haunted. Yeah. And thank goodness I don't have to deal with that anymore. But yeah, those are my pictures of proof. So, and you can see that's from my old camera. You can see it's a little flip phone camera. So I had to take pictures of my flip phone camera so you could see it better.
Now this picture is freaking me out. Like it is.
That picture freaks everyone out.
Because that is like so legit real. Like, wow. There's no way to hide it. It's like, wow. Yeah,
it's terrifying.
It really is terrifying. And I keep getting goosebumps. I'm like, oh my God, that's freaky. And
I don't even like to look at it, to be honest with you. Like on occasion, I tell people about it and then they're like, let me see. And then they're like, oh, I don't even want to see that. That looks horrible. Like, I can't believe that happened. And I said, well, that's not the only thing that happened. Like, we've had several things happen. Like, my ex-husband didn't believe in any of it. I used to tell him. My daughter used to hear the little girl. I heard the little girl. My mom heard the little girl. My mom was touched. I was touched. Stuff would be moved from one place to another. So one day, my daughter and I decided to go on vacation for 3 months to Puerto Rico. And my ex-husband picked me up from the airport, and he was very, very quiet. He was profusely sweating, pale. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I thought I had to take him to the emergency room. Well, long story short, he's like looking at me and he's kind of like reluctant to tell me what was going on. And it so happens that we used to have this chair that faced the, we had like a fireplace off to the right and the TV was off to the right. And he had like this recliner that he would sit in and the dogs would sit on the couch, you know, our pit bulls. And I had tea lights set up on top of the fireplace. And he said, I don't know what to make of this. All I know that this happened last night before I went to bed. He goes, all of a sudden I felt the whoosh like behind me of wind, and all of the tea lights, he says he could see it from the corner of his eyes, went flying, and each one of them landed perfectly straight right in front of his feet. And he never questioned me again, and he never spoke about it again.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was pretty intense.
Oh, it's creepy. Creepy.
Yeah, so that's my story. So then I'll let you guys go and you can look at the pictures and stuff. I just wanted to share that with you, okay?
Oh, they're creepy as hell.
I love you guys.
I love you too, Winky.
Bye. Bye, Wogs, wherever you are. Bye, Stacey.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Hey guys, I know my mods have handled this, but I'm going to say this again, and I can't stress it enough. I am in the middle of a live. Please do not come in here talking about another chat. If Ems needs me, Ems has my phone number. She can reach me. She can contact me. She can reach out to me. But to just keep announcing another live while I'm live is wrong. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to my guests. It's not fair to anybody. So just please don't do that anymore. I mean, it kills lives. It kills the vibe. Everyone starts talking about the other live, and it's just not right. Yeah. So I want to put that out there because I'm really, really pissed. And Stephanie, I'm not pissed at you. I'm not saying that. I'm just overall, when it started, it should have never gotten to that. Like it just should have never gotten to that. And it upsets me that it has.
Makes me glad I can't see the chat.
I know, we can't see the chat.
Well, you can back out on your phone. You can back out of here and still go and see the chat. Just click on Laura's channel. Yeah, just back out.
So I'm going to have to mute then, because I'll hear her on the chat.
Laura, can you even see me anymore, girl?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can see you. No, I just been informed why they're telling me to go in because I'm being blamed for something. But you know what? I'm going to get blamed for anything. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
It don't fucking matter, Laura.
No, it doesn't.
That's nothing unusual. So.
Exactly. It's nothing unusual.
Not a big surprise.
So, all right, Sarcasm said, do you think if you dream about someone yelling at you in your sleep that's not physically in the room is a sign? Okay, so Sarcasm, do you want to come on and talk about that? Because I do kind of believe that, though, because, like, when we're pregnant, like, Wogs wouldn't know about this, but, like, when we're pregnant, we dream of what we're having. Like, I knew I was having twins. I knew I was having a boy. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you can see the head clearly here. It looks like it's swimming. Pat, that's me talking.
Dreams are really telling.
What?
I said dreams are very telling.
So Sarcasm had a dream. Now, we all know Sarcasm's son has been missing since August 24th. I'm sorry, April 24th. So it's really, really sad that she still doesn't, there's no sign anywhere. He just disappeared without a trace. And she had a dream. Was it last night's? Oh, the night that they found that body in Beaver Dam, that we all thought was possibly him. She had a dream that her son screamed "Mom." So, she's saying, could that be a sign? It's possible. I do believe in signs because, like I said about the pregnancy thing. So I definitely believe that it's, I wake up and he's not there. I do believe that.
It could be.
But she's saying, do you think it's a sign that he's asking for help, or do you think a sign that he's gone?
Help, maybe.
And I just got goosebumps again.
I think it's help.
Is that an honest feeling? Or are you saying that? Because, like, I'm honest with her. I think he's passed. But I would never want to, I mean, he may not be. Like, we just don't know. There's no sign of him at all. And the fact that people just don't disappear off the face of the earth, never to be seen again, he's somewhere, like dead or alive, he's somewhere. So it's really hard to tell. But I also don't ever want to give her false hope. That it could be this or it could be that. I'm not sure her spirit is reaching out. Believe her mother and a son is a very strong connection. I agree with that, Kim.
I think you could look at it both ways, though. I mean, it could be him asking for help in that he somewhere needs her, or it could be help to bring him back home and give him the proper burial he deserves.
And I agree.
I mean, it could be either one.
I just...
Either is for her, and my heart goes out to her.
Absolutely.
No mother should have to go through that.
No, that's terrible.
I agree. And not giving up hope. I absolutely wouldn't give up hope, honey. Definitely not. Never, ever give up hope. Because he's out there somewhere. Like, somewhere he's out there. And we're going to find him eventually. I mean, I say this when I watch that show Disappeared. I say the same thing. People just don't disappear into thin air. Like, they have to be somewhere. They just don't disappear.
Did you just light up a real grit?
I lit up a cigarette.
All right.
I don't smoke pot.
I wasn't referring to that. I'm just saying, you're going to fucking smoke. Like, I know everybody likes this fucking vape shit, but I just figure if you're going to smoke, have a fucking real cigarette.
I don't smoke pot.
I'm not talking about pot.
What are you
talking about cigarettes.
So what are you saying?
Not the vape, in other words.
Oh, no.
You just lit a real cigarette, right?
Oh, yeah, I just lit a real cigarette.
All right. Well, I'm referring to all the fucking people that vape. Why don't they just smoke real cigarettes? Why do they like paying for all this juice? Isn't it more fucking expensive to smoke vape than it is a pack of cigarettes?
No, not at all. It's a lot cheaper, actually. A lot cheaper.
Those juices get spendy.
They do, but they're not as expensive as cigarettes.
Okay, be honest with me, Laura. Do you like the taste of a good old-fashioned real tobacco cigarette or vape?
Fuck yes. A cigarette. That's why I went back to smoking. I don't know. But I'm going to end up killing myself if I don't quit. Like, I really need to stop smoking.
Yeah, you do. And I smoked for 20 years.
Did you?
And, oh yeah, I smoked for 20 years. But I smoked cigarettes. And then I went to dipping.
Ew.
Yeah, I know, huh? But then like if I was gonna smoke, I don't think I'd vape. I just don't like vaping.
You kind of have to do both. I do both. Like at times that I can't smoke, I'll vape. But vaping is way cheaper. Like way, way cheaper.
So how do you quit? What's the best way? You think cold turkey or patches or pills?
Vape. I really think vape is better.
I quit with the patches for like 6 months, but that was during divorce, and it reached the point of I was going to go buy a pack of cigarettes or I was going to go do bodily harm. So I chose cigarettes.
That was a good choice. Stay out of jail. That was a good choice.
I'm gonna guess what type of cigarette Laura smokes. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say she smokes Alabama. Fuck out here. I'm gonna say you smoke it's the Marlboro Red.
Close.
Marlboro Lights.
Marlboro Lights.
Nope.
100.
Nah,
That's
closer.
me.
But no,
Marlboro
Red 100s.
Marlboro Red one. Okay.
I've been smoking them since I started smoking when I was 12.
You started at fucking 12?
I started at 12.
Damn.
And I quit for 2 years. And then I went back last year. And I found it pretty easy to quit. It wasn't hard. Even after smoking all that time, I just switched it for a vape. But I quit for a guy, and that was my problem. I should have never quit for a guy. Because then when we broke up, I started smoking again. He just hated the smell.
Right there.
He just hated the smell. He's like, I can't deal with the smell. And he's like, it makes me nauseous. So I'm like, fine, I'll quit. He's like, you really going to quit? I said, I'm going to quit. And I did. I quit that day. I never had a cigarette again. And then we broke up like a year later. And I don't know. My friend came out from Iowa and she was staying for a week and she was smoking. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm smoking again.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's all it took.
That's all it takes, man.
That's all it takes. But I won't smoke on camera. That's when I always shut down. When I turn my camera
Now, what's
off.
the reason for that? Why won't you?
Because I just think it looks gross.
Does it look tacky?
I do. I think it looks tacky.
Well, that's good. So I know we're off topic here, so let's go back into ghosts. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So, Lynn, it wasn't about that at all. Sarcasm knows that, so relax. I wasn't quit with patches. They used to smoke in the old movies. It was cool. Yeah, but I'm not, what's his name? James Dean. I couldn't think of somebody like that. I had stopped for 32 years and then picked up again. See, there you go. See, a lot of people do it. I'm getting my hair done finally Tuesday. These fucking roots done.
You gonna get it done purple?
No. Well, I have to go white first. Then I can do lavender, but this fucking bitch burned half my hair off.
Oh, no shit.
Not the girl I go to. This other girl burned half my hair off. If you look at pictures of my hair from 6 months ago, it was curly, it was long, and
it was fuller.
She burnt it all off.
Healthy.
It was healthy, yeah.
She put too much bleach in the bowl.
She did, and she fucked it up.
It just breaks off.
Yo, I can't get Winky's picture out of my head.
I told you. You're going to go to sleep with that shit.
I can't get it out of my head. It's
I
weird.
know. You sound fucked up. You're not going to go to sleep now, man. That shit is creepy. Actually, I tell you what. Don't send those fucking pictures over to me. I don't want to fucking see it, man.
No, it is. It's creepy. It's weird.
I want to see them.
Shit.
Can you show them on the chat or?
Yeah, I put them on. Oh yeah, I could put them in chat. Hold on.
Well, if not, just send them to me.
I can put them in chat.
I'm curious now.
Oh, they're
Hell,
gonna
y'all make
haunt
me
you.
want to go to the local cemetery down here just to see what I can see.
You should do that.
What, now?
I would.
Now?
I would.
You're
Well, shit, yeah, I
crazy. You're
Yeah, Look
insane.
around.
You're insane.
I don't spook very easily. Like,
Well, tonight could be the night, darling.
that's true.
Like her, like Laura. Fucking, she's gonna. Those pictures are gonna just fry into her brain. You're gonna be thinking of them.
I
She's
know.
gonna have nightmares about those pictures.
No,
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
She's gonna wake up and she's gonna go, God damn it, that little fucking prick out in Cali Wogs. He was right.
I can't get this
Then she's
fucking
gonna get
dude
out
out of
here
my
and be like,
head.
You motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I
That
can't
old
get it out of
fucker
my
was right.
head. It's freaky.
She'll never do another paranormal night, huh?
Hell yeah. Hey, if Italian girl's ready to walk down to a cemetery, I'll do another one.
I'm not ready. What are you talking about?
I'm the one gonna walk to the cemetery.
Oh,
Crazy.
you're walking to the cemetery.
Yeah. It's only a couple of miles down the road, so
Go for
go
it.
figure.
I live in the hood. You get shot. I mean, I'll make it to the cemetery eventually.
Well, the
Well,
hood,
in the
that's
country,
content
so
right
nobody
there.
cares.
I have a story about a cemetery. I was dating this guy who was in the Coast Guard, and they put him up. It was in Long Island. You know, they give you a house and stuff when you're stationed somewhere. And he, hold on, I'm putting him in the group. I got him a dog, and the dog, wanted to go in the backyard. And the dog went all the way in the back, and I didn't know why he went back there, so I followed him. It was a fucking graveyard, but it was like a homemade graveyard. It was really weird. All right, I just put him in Purple Mafia room.
The hell's a Purple Mafia?
It's Patreon room. It's where I upload videos and stuff. So you can find it there. That's crazy. Crazy. Oof. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can't get it off my mind.
Yeah, I told you. You are. You're gonna go, that motherfucker was right. Fuck him.
Ooh.
Crazy. I'm
Ooh, I
telling
can see that, guys.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh, man.
My sister dreamed about her husband's accident before he was killed in a snow bubble accident. Damn, that's scary. Yes.
Okay, you know what that is, Laura? That is that movie. What are those movies where they can see shit? They can see like death before it happens, or like train wrecks.
Final Destination.
Yeah, that right there. That's trippy. I like those.
Oh yeah, I've watched all of them.
Yeah, those are good movies.
Pretty neat.
Premonition. That's what it's called.
Still a move.
My mom says she has premonitions. She could sit here and talk for hours.
I believe I have. I used to see a lot more things than I do now. Jackie, I always believed that it was real. You too, Robot. My kids are not home, so there you go. Ah, look at that puppy.
I know. Bella is dying to investigate the phone because she keeps hearing voices. So, she's going to go investigate. This is Bella, my Pomeranian.
Aww.
My baby.
I used to think that when I was 16 or 17, I used to go to this nail shop that she did crystals and stuff. And she used to tell me like that I didn't hone in on like my abilities. And she pretty much predicted my entire life and my ex-boyfriend at the time's entire life. But she was wrong. The only thing she was wrong about that I was going to have kids very young. But it was just crazy. Like, she predicted everything. And I've always believed in the afterlife. I've always believed that, you know, the shit's real. And shit can happen. I was tempted to look into that. If the Oni had that card reading. Tawanda, did your reading come true? I have crystals, but fully believe in the power of crystals. I used to believe in the power of crystals, but there's so many fake crystals out there that it's so hard to know if there really is or there isn't. But I still can't get that stupid head out of my face. I mean, that picture out of my face. Like, I just keep seeing it.
You're gonna see it all night. What time is it over there?
11:15.
Damn, it's still light out here.
I know, it's crazy. What is it, 9:15 by you?
It's a little, like, there's a little, you see the blue behind me? I don't even know what time it is.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 2 hours behind me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only 2?
Yeah, you're 2 hours. I read tarot cards, and it's amazing how they tap into what you need to hear. That's an interesting way to put it, Lady D. It's very interesting.
Hi, Lady D.
It says in the Bible that we should try the spirits and see if they are good. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell. It's okay. It's 12:16 in New York. Now I'm going to shut down soon. My eyes are burning.
Yeah, I gotta bounce out of here anyways.
Where are you going?
I gotta go back to my bros. I can't, like, fucking chill in this parking lot all night. This sucks, man. But I do it for you. The things I do for Laura.
Aw, thank you, honey.
I was her protector.
Who's going to protect me now?
You done fucked up already. I don't know what you're gonna do after looking at those pictures. I don't know what you better lock your house up good.
House is locked. I got 2 big dogs. Well, not 2 big dogs. 1 big dog, 1 little dog. 1 little dog to protect me.
You have 2 dogs?
I have 2 dogs. 1 monster and 1 little fluffer.
Oh, like Stacy's?
No, Fluffer's 4 pounds. He's a little tyke. You've seen Fluffer. I don't even know where he is. He's probably in his bed. He has this bed that has a cover on it, and he crawls under it. It's so cute.
He just burrows in.
I bought these ribs from this place down the road when I dropped my daughter off. They make the best ribs. But if I eat them all, my son's going to kill me. Because they always say, when you go by that rib place, get ribs, get ribs. Fluffing nut of butter, that's right. So does anyone, before I shut down, does anyone have any ghost stories? Any more ghost stories? Wogs is hiding in a parking lot. He is. Anyone?
Damn, I'm getting hungry. Can you cook me up some food, Laura?
Absolutely.
You got grits out there?
I got ribs.
You can't eat. I can't. Listen, I can't eat them all. We can't eat them all.
I know, my son will kill us.
You guys cook grits out there though?
Oh, this place is the bomb. And it's like Wogs and I are many, many, many miles apart. They are like, it's this dive place. Like, it looks like the shittiest place in the world. And they have the best ribs. Like, the best. 4 hours. Actually, you know who lives? You said you live in Reading. My twins, half sisters, live in Reading.
Get the fuck out of here.
She actually grew up in Reading. Their mom actually grew up in Reading.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
It is a small world.
Now, who was it? Your who again?
My twins, half sisters.
Wow. Small world.
Yeah. And that's why when you said Reading, I was like, no way.
That tripped you out, huh? You're like, oh, fuck.
You may even know her.
What is it about this fucking guy? He's kind of cool, man.
Did you grow up there?
Oh yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then I lived in Sacramento for like 10 years. But yeah, pretty much here.
Do you know Kelly Day?
Kelly Day?
Uh-huh.
That sounds familiar.
Kelly Day. I don't.
Well, that's good.
Is that a dude or a girl?
No, it's a girl.
You want to say hi?
She's got really long red hair. Very pretty.
Hi to everybody.
And
We're telling ghost stories.
I think she's older than you, though. She's like 40. She's probably closer to my age, like 46. California's far from Alabama. It's very far.
That'd be closer to my brother's age, so my brother might know her.
Yeah, that's their mom. But they're in Reading now. The twins keep asking me, can we go out and see them? Can we go out and see them? I'm like, no. I'm like, they can come here. I'm like, they can come here. I don't speak to Kelly anymore, that's why.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they live, let's say, mile-wise.
Not a short drive, that's for sure.
Mm-mm.
Because this is just an isolated little fucking town, about 100,000 people in it, and we're just like, there's nothing around us.
There's an Amtrak. Does it snow in Reading? All right. So to drive is 36 hours. It's 2,451 miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's a little far.
A little trip.
That's going to take a few days.
Yeah. That's like a 4-day trip.
That's a lot of fucking miles, man.
I didn't realize how far up Reading was. You're like past San Francisco.
Oh, I'm way up here. I'm about 2.5 hours from Oregon border.
Yeah, I see that. I didn't realize it was that far up.
Yeah.
You can
We're pretty isolated.
You can get stoned the whole way.
Uh-huh.
You went through Oklahoma, then you cut up to Colorado, you get high there. Then go to Utah, you get high there.
Yeah.
Then go to Nevada, get high there, and then you're in Reading.
Oh my God.
Jackie wants to know when you're leaving.
I'm going to get my spot, and I'm going to call you on Rounder, girl.
36 hours. That's a long drive. And I don't mind driving, but fuck, that's a long drive. That's like a 3-day drive.
Yeah, it is. You got a long ways to go.
It's like
everybody I fucking meet is always on the East Coast.
You take a vacation, like a week, and then you only spend 1 day because you got 6 days driving.
Yeah. You're done for it. It's over, man.
Let's see how much flights are. Even a flight is fucking 8 hours.
Is it 8 hours?
I don't know if that's a layover. Well, some of them are 2 stops. You know what, though? It's cheaper to fly than it is to drive if you're going to do 3 days driving.
Way cheaper. Unless you want to travel and experience, the States and things that,
I've done
middle
that
of America, the Rockies, and do some traveling, that's different. But you just want to get to point A real quick. Yeah, flying's the best way to do it. I believe it probably is 6 to 8 hour flight.
That's crazy.
How's work?
Atlanta.
Good.
You have no nonstop flights. You
You
don't.
probably have to fly to San Francisco International or SAC International.
How far are you from San
Then
Francisco?
Then I'd send you, I'd set you up with a Greyhound bus ticket to come up the next 2.5 hours.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, to do Atlanta, Georgia to San Francisco is $400 and it takes 5 hours. But at least
From
it's
where?
nonstop from Atlanta, Georgia to San Francisco. But at
Is
least
that-
it's nonstop.
That's both ways, though, right?
Yeah, round trip.
Yeah.
But it takes almost 5 hours. Nonstop. That's insane.
Better than 36.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 10 hours, one stop. From Atlanta to Reading. Damn.
Have you ever been out to California?
Oh, yeah, I used to live in LA.
Oh, well, shit. You know what's going on, man.
Yeah, I used to live in LA. I lived out in LA for a while. In 2001, 2002, 2003, and then I left when I got pregnant with my twins.
LA ain't bad. There's certain spots, you know. I lived in Ontario for a minute and Palm Desert for a minute with a girl. And, yeah, it didn't work out.
No. Turn your camera on.
You can't see me.
Oh, you're dark?
Yeah, look. It's lame,
wow.
man. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
really
why I'm going to get my pad, dude. With a...
with a
you know,
separate room.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, Laura. I'm in a new world right now. I'm in new waters in my life, so... Who knows?
Why don't you just get a place quick?
Well, I am, but then probably... Here's where I'm at. With it, I could get a place like in the next couple of weeks, but here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I want to get an RV and just live in a fucking RV. Maybe not.
I know.
Everybody's telling me not to do the fucking RV thing, man.
You any good at construction?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
I was gonna say you can make your own. Like you can build your own. Like I've seen people do that. They take a couple thousand and they like build their own tiny house out of like an old school bus or stuff like that. And this way they can travel with it and it's like their own RV. But it's also their house. But you have to be really good at construction.
Tiny house thing.
I do. I would love a tiny house. I said, like, my whole thing was to be, like, somewhere that had a lot of land, and I would build 4 tiny houses with connecting walls so each kid could have, like, their own little house.
I would live in a tiny little house.
I would. I think it would be awesome. But I had
You know what? Hey, you know what I watched last night?
Wow.
And I don't know if you've watched this yet, but you should just YouTube it. It's called Seattle is Dying.
Okay.
And it's about they're homeless over there, all the homeless people. And it's just crazy because the mayor has given no authority to the police officers to do a fucking thing about it.
That's
it's
everywhere,
just,
though.
It's crazy. It's called Seattle is Dying. You should watch it. It's about 45 minutes long.
Okay.
And it has, out of the whole population of the United States, it's like second on the list. The only state that tops Seattle is San Francisco. And while we're talking about San Francisco, go look at the map, the poop map. They have a poop map. I mean, 90% of San Francisco is poop. It's crazy. Look at the map. It's just fucking comical.
Really?
Human feces.
See, when I went to San Francisco, it was beautiful.
When was this?
What?
How long ago was this?
Oh, God. 20 years ago?
Okay, it is fucked up right now. It is bad. I mean, you can't even walk down the streets without smelling piss and poop.
Oh, really?
I'm talking every district, Laura. Go look up the map. It's embarrassing. They have poop markers in like 90% fucking San Francisco.
That's crazy. No, I always wanted to go there, and I convinced my friend who was going there for business to take me. And he's like, "Why do you want to go with me?" I said, "Because I've always wanted to go to San Francisco. I want to go down Fisherman's Wharf. I want to see the O'Farrell Theater." He's like, "Why?" I said, "I just do." And we went, and we had a blast. But I heard it's no longer like that. Like, we saw Alcatraz, and we did, like, the whole sightseeing shit. And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." So.
Now, Frisco, I liked it. When I lived in Sac, it was like on a weekend, man. You get there in 45 minutes, 50 minutes, no traffic. And we'd go out to the clubs and just party and just walk from district to district and go hang out at, Golden Gate Park or go walk down Haight and Ashbury. Mm-hmm. I always liked Haight and Ashbury, man. Mm-hmm. I always imagined what it was like in the 60s, Those are cool streets. But yeah, there's a lot to do, but there's also a lot of pooping out. So be careful where you walk.
I wouldn't go back there. It's not the same as it used to be. I heard it used to be, like, when I went there, Fisherman's Wharf, like, if you wanted lobster, you just drive down there, and then you would walk, and there were, people everywhere selling it. I heard it's not like that anymore. Heard Fisherman's Wharf has changed, and it's no longer like that. I'm like, well, that sucks. Because that was, like, the whole point. That was, like, made it fun.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a lot of years. I mean, I've been to San Francisco watching baseball games and things like that, but I haven't been to Fisherman's Wharf. But yes, back in the day, Fisherman's Wharf was a place to be.
I agree. It was great. I forgot to tell you, my daughter's new boyfriend plays guitar, and she mentioned you. She's like,
really?
"Mom, what's his name? Sean plays guitar." I said, "Oh, like Wogs?" She's like, "I was thinking about that." She's like, "I was like, maybe they could play together." So I laughed.
I'm writing it as a song, girl.
What?
I'm writing us a song.
You're writing a song. Aww.
Yeah. Like, here's the deal. Like, you didn't know me with my last channels. And my last channels, I mean, I had 60, 100 fucking videos of just songs I wrote and playing music and stuff. And this channel that I have now, I don't have the place, man. I'm just, like I said, I've entered new waters. So I've just been doing whatever I've been doing. I don't even know what the fuck I've been doing, dude. I've just been spinning my wheels, man.
Aww.
Just trying to get traction.
It happens. Divorce is tough. Separation is tough. But remember what I told you. Do not walk away until you know 120% that you've tried your best. Alabama's beautiful, Jackie. It's got mountains. It's really pretty. But Stacy would know more about Alabama than I would. She's been here a lot longer.
Yeah.
But I gotta get up out of here, though, girls. I gotta go.
All right, Wogs. I will speak to you tomorrow. When are you going live? I never get notifications when you're live.
Let's see. I typically work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays.
What do you do anyway?
It's kind of fucking hit and miss.
What do you do?
I pick up poop in San Francisco.
Not really. What do you do?
I don't want to tell everybody what I do right now. I gotta keep that right here, dude.
Damn.
All right. I'm a fucking I fly commercial airlines.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that they are hiring? Like, if you wanted a career to pick up poop in San Francisco, they're starting at $80,000 a year.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yep.
Fuck, I would go pick up poop.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna rent an RV and fucking stay at a KOA or in the middle of the woods somewhere, and for a year make my 80K and then bounce.
I would do it for 80 grand a year. Fuck that.
It's 80,000 a year.
I agree. To pick up poop? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta spray it, pick it up, spray down the sidewalks with urine, and it's 80K.
I'm in. 80 grand a year?
Hey, anyways, I gotta go, but watch that. It's called Seattle is Dying.
I will, hon. Thank you for being my co-host and a shrink, because you were like a doctor. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Sleep good. Be safe.
Bye, Stacy, and
Italian
Italian girl. And see you later, chat. Even though I couldn't see you, man. You guys have a good one.
Peace out.
Okay. I'll see you later now.
Bye, hon. All right, I'm actually going to shut down too. He's the best, isn't he? I'm going to shut down too. I hope you guys had a good time. I want to thank Winky. I want to thank Italian Girl. I definitely want to thank Stacy for coming up here. Uh-oh, the dog's starting to move.
I was gonna say, if you hear a strange noise coming from mine, my dog is laying here beside me and she's snoring.
Oh my! So does Fluffer. Yeah.
Taking her so she'll stop. Well, she just goes right back to sleep.
I was laying down last night. It was last night, and Fluffer like has his steps to come on my bed, and I'm laying there, and it's really quiet, and I hear this noise. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And, you know, I have the window on the other side that's covered, but I'm like, what the hell is that noise? And I realized it was Fluffer snoring. I was like, that's fucking Fluffer snoring. Holy shit. That's what that noise is. So, yeah, it was pretty funny.
I live with that.
So, I know that feeling really well. So, I want to thank everybody. Thank you for the ghost stories, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably doing debate night tomorrow night. It'll just be planned out better because the last couple debate nights have not gone so well. So maybe we'll debate if ghosts are real or not. So I will see you guys later. For all Patreons, the ghost pictures are in the Purple Mafia room. And I will see you guys later. Peace.